What a journey. We are finally here. It has taken us about 7 hours 40 minutes and we were flagged down twice about something with the caravan, and then we lost the caravan keys, but we're here and I am now enjoying a very cold drink and chilling. We have just left literally Camping de la Plage on this beautiful Sunday morning. It is 10 to 8. We've hit the road. Just a little bit of drama with the sat nav as it wasn't picking up our campsite. And we're on our way now to Les Castels campsite. So let's see what this is like. Hopefully it's better than the Maison Municipal that we stopped at on the way down. Just pulled over because a Dutch family were beeping at us and making like a seesaw motion. So we're just checking over the car and caravan. It is quite breezy today, but yeah, I can't see. I don't know what they were meaning. Jamie's just checking. We're not too sure what it is, but it is quite windy actually now we stopped. You can really feel the wind.
Well, it's moving like the whole car, so
yeah.
Not even just the caravan.
Trixie's having a wee anyway. Stretch your legs.
After checking over the caravan, we couldn't see what the family had been trying to tell us, so we decided to continue our journey.
We've just had another family in a caravan that are Dutch, and they were pointing up and she was smiling. Luckily we pulled alongside her in Lyon and I asked her, I said, well, what were you saying? She said one of the windows upstairs is open. So we've managed to get through Lyon, which is a very busy city, and pull in an air. But as we pulled in, Jamie said, where are the caravan keys? So we think they're in the box from when we did the motor mover. Bloody caravan keys in there.
Alright, they're going to come out.
It was our bedroom window that for some reason had come loose and was flapping as we were driving along. We always checked the windows and we knew they were shut, and we hadn't even had the bedroom window open because we had been using the aircon. So we finally continued our journey, hopefully not to be flagged down again. We came off the toll road and followed the D road all the way then to the campsite.
Never really know what's going on.
So we set off from Camping Les Castels just before 8 o'clock, and we got here around 3 o'clock or just after. It definitely was our longest ever drive that we've done. Normally 6 hours would be our maximum, but as we didn't want to stop at the municipal site in Masson again, we had to travel that little bit further. It took us 7 hours 40 minutes, but obviously that did include 2 stops. The first lady who was trying to tell us, it was like she was going like that, like we were shaking and like we were swaying. So we were like, oh, what? We always load it correctly. We're always very conscious about the way we load things and the weight distribution. And we were saying we would feel it if we were snaking. And yes, it was windy, but we've towed in much stronger winds than that. Anyway, we pulled over obviously and checked the caravan, everything was fine. At that point we had been on the road for about 4 hours, and then just over an hour and a half later, another Dutch lady, they were actually towing a caravan. She smiled and she went, pointed up, and we were like, oh, it must be something with the roof windows. But we always double check that we definitely have shut them, particularly because the very first time that we went away in the caravan, we both said to each other, oh, everyone's waving to us. Your grandpa was right, Jamie. All caravanners do wave to each other and motorhomers. But no, they were trying to tell us that we'd left the roof vents open. So we always double check them. And we hadn't had the bedroom one open because we always have the aircon on. But we pulled over as soon as we got to an air. We did see the Dutch lady again. We managed to pull alongside her in Lyon, which is a huge city, very, very busy. And she wound down her window and we wound down our window, and we asked her, what were you trying to tell us? And she said, your upstairs window is open. So luckily we found an air, pulled over, and Jamie hopped in the back and shut it. But none of us have had it open, and we always double check them. So I don't know whether it had lifted open on its own, just not sure. But anyway, that was done. But obviously we did have a little bit of drama before that because we couldn't find the caravan keys and we had left them in one of the lockers. Jamie, come here a minute. Where was it you shut the key?
I closed the key in the battery box when I'd moved it. When I moved the caravan this morning using the motor mover, I'd put the your little red key, the isolation key, or whatever the key for that turns the motor mover on to the battery. I'd left it in there and then just shut the battery box locker up, and then we left. So it was in there for about three quarters of the journey. Yeah. It won't fall out. The locker was shut, not locked, but shut. And it was locked in place anyway, so it'll work.
Sorry, Jamie and Maisie are just going off for a quick dip in the pool and then getting back to watch the Nottingham Forest match. At the moment, they're winning 3-0. So we'll see if they actually win in the end. As you can tell, I'm a huge Forest fan, not Derby County.
Boo.
Thank you, Maisie. Anyway, we have arrived at another lovely Les Castels site, obviously set in the grounds of a beautiful chateau. We've got a lake right in front of us. We've got the swimming pool just behind us. It's not a huge swimming pool. It's quite busy at the moment. Just been up to the toilet block. They've actually got toilet roll and they've got soap, which is good. The showers there as well, sinks, and it looks like it's another beautiful site. Unfortunately, we can't get into the restaurant because it is already full, but he said there is a takeaway and we can order from that, and he's given me the menu, so I think I'm going to go for the beef bourguignon. They also do chips as well. There's Wi-Fi in where the bar is and the restaurant area, so we might have to go up there in order for Jamie to watch the match. We'll see. But we are just going to chill now after a very long drive and enjoy these beautiful surroundings. It is hot, it's about 32. The roads weren't too bad. They were busy at some places, particularly just after Orange and around Valence. They were very busy, a little bit stop-start, which we've never really had before, anytime touring. And normally a Sunday is quite good because, well, there aren't meant to be trucks on the road, but we did spot some. But it's obviously a popular weekend for everyone travelling though. I'd already paid for this site in advance when I booked it. It was about €60, so almost double what we paid for the municipal site in Masson. Obviously that's for 2 adults, a child and a dog, and we are in peak season of course as well. But for these lovely surroundings and the facilities you've got, you really can't complain. the access route in. It was all right. I think we should have just followed the signs for the campsite, but Jamie said no, that's not. That could be a different campsite, which is obviously could be right. But we followed the Caravan and motorhome sat nav, and of course it sends us down some of the tightest roads ever. But we got here in the end, and we're here and just going to chill and relax. Jamie's just come back from the swimming pool, and actually, although it does say like normal tight.
It says normal. It says, well, it just says they cross through the shorts, but all the other guys that are in there seem to have normal shorts on, and the kids do. There's only a couple that have got, well, Maisie calls them slick pants on, so I'm just wearing my normal shorts.
But you said there's an indoor swimming pool
Yeah,
as
there's
well.
a little indoor pool as well. Yeah, you have to go around the courtyard, into the courtyard, and then through the door. I think you leave your big shelves to put your sliders and stuff on. And there's the indoor pool and then the outdoor pool.
Oh, that's good. I've just picked up this rosé wine from the shop here on site. It's their own wine. It was €7.50 a bottle. I know I'm going to have beef bourguignon tonight and you should have red wine, but it's so hot. I'm pretending I'm still in Provence and on the rosé diet.
After an afternoon of chilling at the Caravan, Maisie and I headed to the takeaway to pick up some dinner. If you just wanted beef bourguignon for your dinner from the takeaway, then your order would have been fulfilled straight away. But Jamie unfortunately wanted a pizza and there was a wait. There was just one gentleman making all the pizzas for the whole campsite and a lady serving the beef bourguignon and taking the orders. They did so well, but it was a bit slow and we were waited nearly an hour for our takeaway.
that from the takeaway. You need to bring your own saucepan or tub to put your beef bourguignon in, otherwise it's a euro.
And the beef bourguignon was absolutely delicious and definitely worth the wait for Jamie's pizza. After dinner, we decided to take a walk outside of the campsite into the village. It felt like we had the whole village to ourselves as we didn't see a single soul the whole time we went for our walk.
I'll give you a tour of the site now and you can enjoy these beautiful surroundings that we're in.
We stayed on pitch 26, which was ideally located for accessing all of the campsite's facilities. One of the perks of being up so early with Trixie is that we can take you for a wander around the campsite whilst everyone still sleeps. During our stay, the facilities closest to our pitch were closed for a time, so we used these facilities, and I must admit I much preferred them. There were plenty of showers, we didn't have to queue, the water was warm and everywhere was clean. campsite even has a few ensuite pitches if you want to treat yourself and have a little bit of luxury with your own facilities. The campsite even has its very own animal petting farm. The campsite even offers free wine tasting in the very cool cellar under the chateau. These run twice a week and you can buy the wines on offer if you like what you taste, but there's no pressure if not.
ready to leave now. I've just been to go and get our pastries, the kettle's on, and then we'll be hitting the road. Time for us to leave now. We've double checked that all the windows are shut, so fingers crossed. I hope you've enjoyed this video. We've certainly enjoyed this site. It's a beautiful site. It's one that we definitely recommend and we come to again. If you have, please let me know in the comments. And if you've stayed here before or can recommend any other Les Castels campsites. So far we've stayed at l'Orangerie de Beauregard in the Loire Valley, Chateau de Chanteloup near Le Mans in the Loire Valley, and this is our third campsite. I do like the vibe of them. It's so chilled, relaxed and beautiful setting. If you've not already subscribed to the channel, please do consider it. It's free and it really helps my channel to grow. Please do give it a like and subscribe. Many thanks for watching and take care.